Okay, for this recipe you will need basil, garlic, and oregano diced tomatoes. I got 2 cans because they didn't have the large can, so I got 2 of these. 1 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. You need 2 eggplants. I already started peeling mine, and then I decided why not share this recipe with you guys. So 2 eggplants, which you are going to peel and dice. 3 zucchinis. I'm going to just dice these. You don't need to peel them, but make sure you wash them. The cashews, whole cashews, make sure they're not salted. If they are, just don't add salt to this. Then you're going to need some cauliflower. You can use fresh cauliflower. I'm using the frozen one, so that's what I have on hand. And this is what's going to be the sauce. And it tastes absolutely delicious. It's just a very healthier option to like the meat lasagna and cheese. And then for seasoning, you need crushed red pepper flakes, sea salt, and some black pepper. And you will also need some basil leaf seasoning, and you also need some olive oil. And I'm going to use the oven ready lasagna shells. You can use whatever shells you like. I just have this one in hand, so this is what I'll be using for this recipe. So this is what you need. So first you want to preheat your oven to 350, and what I'm going to do is continue peeling the eggplant, dicing them, and then wash and dice the zucchini. And then what you're going to do is put it on a foil pan and bake it once. Okay, so I have it all diced up in here, the zucchini and eggplant. This is going to be your filling. I didn't mention that. So this is your filling, and what I'm going to do is a round of olive oil and just make sure it's coated well. And then I'm going to do, like, I don't know exact measurements, guys, sorry, 3 rounds of sea salt and some black pepper. And then I'm going to lay this flat over here on my baking dish. I'm going to spray just a little bit here so it doesn't stick, some cooking spray. But yeah, just add some olive oil to this just to make sure everything's coated, and toss it. I'm going to wear gloves because I don't want to get everything greasy. But so yeah, let me get to doing it. Okay, so I'm gonna put these in the oven. Like I said, it's preheated. It's already heated to 350, and these are going to bake for like about 45 minutes. You really want them toasty. Like in between time, you want to just move them around so they get all toasty, and it looks like a lot, but they will shrink up. So it's a long process, sort of, but it's absolutely worth it. Okay, so to this pot of boiling water, I'm going to add a 1.5 cups of cashews and 2 teaspoons of salt. I'm going to have this go for 10 minutes just so they're somewhat soft, and then I'm going to add my 2 frozen bags of cauliflower. If you have fresh cauliflower, then you will add it at the same time as you add the cashews. And then I'm going to have that go for like 15 to 20 minutes. You just want it pretty soft, and then you're going to add it to the blender. Have it blend, and then add some fresh basil, or you can add just basil seasoning, which is what I'm gonna use. So if you're using a fresh basil, you would use like a 1/4 cup of it, of chopped fresh basil, to the blender and blend that all up. And then I'll show you guys what we do after that. Okay, so it boiled for about 25 minutes for me. So then you will drain out the water, which I already did, and then you want to add all of this mixture into the blender, but you want to let it cool for at least 5 minutes. And then to the mixture you are going to add your basil seasoning, and just make sure you add your salt. If you didn't add it to this, then add it to the blender, 2 teaspoons of salt. Just adding this filling into the Ziploc bags. It's gonna be like my piping bag. Look how smooth this is. It tastes so good. I just put the bag over a cup so it's easy to get in there. Alright, I'm gonna start off with that. See, it makes a lot actually. And you can freeze this as well. It's nice and hot. You can freeze this for, I would say, about 2 months. Don't go any longer than that. Okay, into the sauce, I'm just gonna add some red pepper flakes. I just go according to, I like it pretty spicy, so add a good amount. It's about that much. If you really don't like the spicy taste, don't put that much, obviously. So I'm just gonna stir that and then add some salt. I just do this according to like my taste, so you can add as much as or as little as you want. Also, you can use Prego sauce or ragu sauce if you have that on hand. That also tastes good because I have eaten it that way as well. But like I said, I'm just using the diced tomatoes and the crushed tomatoes because I like that texture. Okay, so I got my veggies all toasted, got my cashew filling, and then the tomato sauce and my shells. So what you want to start off, I'm using a foil pan, easy cleanup. So on here, I already told you I have red pepper flakes and some salt. So you're just gonna put a layer down first, and your oven is still at 350, so just keep it at that. So just put a layer of sauce on the bottom. And then next you want to add your shells. I'm gonna do, let's see, 4. And then next you just are gonna add your veggies on top. Now this recipe calls for, they did mushrooms as well, but I don't like mushrooms, so I'm just doing the eggplant and zucchini, but you can add mushrooms if you like it. Just add more veggies. And this is from a vegan cookbook. My mom's vegan, so she gave me this recipe. Or she gave me some actually to try, and when I looked at it, I was like, I don't know about that because I'm used to like the meat lasagna. And when I tried it, I was like in love. I can't go back to the meat one now because this one's just so good and so much better for you. I don't eat a lot of veggies. I honestly don't like veggies that much, so I know it's I try to get it in this way or as much as I can. So I only eat meat like maybe once a week, if at that. Try not to eat too much meat. Okay, and then so I put just a little bit of the filling, of the veggie filling, and then now I'm gonna add my cashew sauce on here. Okay, so I put that much of the cashew filling. It was hard to show you because I'm holding the camera. I don't know where my tripod went, so yeah. So that's how, you could even put less than that, but I really like the taste of it, so I mean, to some it might seem a lot, but it doesn't melt or anything. It just stays like that. So you could put lines. That's what my mom usually does. She puts nice lines, but I'm not fancy or anything, so I'm just doing it this way. and it tastes just as fine. So after that, you are gonna add, actually you're gonna add some sauce to this. I was gonna add sauce, but add some sauce on top. But yeah, I'm trying to eat a lot better. I have really bad eating habits, and it's obviously showing my figure, so I'm trying to eat a lot better. And I'm craving lasagna, so this is a better alternative to the meat lasagna and the ricotta cheese and the shredded cheese and the cottage cheese I put on it. Okay, so it's kind of like that. I'm pretty sloppy. And then, again, add your shells. And then you just continue layering the shells, the veggies, the cashew sauce, and some of the tomato filling. Okay, so this baked for 40 minutes. 30 minutes is covered, and then last 10 minutes I uncovered it. It doesn't look the prettiest, but it tastes absolutely amazing, trust me. I'm gonna let it cool for at least 10 minutes. You could probably cool it longer if you like, but I'm really hungry, so I wanna get into it. And then I'll show you what it looks like once I cut it. Yummy, yummy, yummy. See the veggies spilling out of there? So good. Let me know if you give this a try. Leave me a comment below if you have any questions, or if you do try it. I would love to know. I hope you do. It's so good.